All right, what's up, everyone? Today's video, we're going to be going over the growth versus value ratio chart layout. So we've got the S&P 500 here on the top. We've got Russell 2000 growth versus value, and then we've got S&P 500 growth versus value down below. Now, I really like using this one. A lot of people consider them growth investors. A lot of people consider themselves value investors. And this is just a really good way to measure growth versus value performance specifically via small caps and large caps in the S&P 500. Now, this is a market internals chart, okay? One of the many different chart layouts in the market internals chart layout package. Um, and investors can use this chart to analyze the relative strength of gross versus value stocks in the broader market. By monitoring these ratios, they can identify shifts in market leadership and adjust their portfolios accordingly. Now, this helps in making strategic decisions about sector rotation and identifying potential opportunities in undervalued segments. Now, when it comes to the dynamics, the chart shows periods when growth stocks outperform or underperform relative to value stocks, providing insights into market sentiment and economic conditions. Now, there can be divergent signals, right, between the S&P 500 and growth versus value ratios. These can signal potential market reversals or shifts in investor preferences. So you can make a strategic adjustments with these by using these insights to allocate funds between growth and value stocks based on prevailing market trends, aiming to optimize returns and manage risk. So this chart helps investors understand the relative performance of growth and value stocks within major indices, providing valuable insights for making informed investment decisions based on market internals and broader economic trends. So when you look at this, what this is telling you is that if this line is going up, it means growth is outperforming value. And if this line is going up, it means growth is outperforming value. If it's going down, it means that growth is underperforming value. So when you look at this, small cap growth has not been a very strong area to be in the market currently, right? We're seeing the stock market continue to make new highs here, right? And we're seeing S&P 500 growth versus value it's been relatively sideways here, but still leaning more bullish than it is bearish, right? We're trading in the upper region of this channel here, and it's definitely not in a strong downtrend as the Russell 2000. So, if you're monitoring this, right, and you're looking back in March of 2024 when this, peaked, you're starting to notice, well, hey, if I'm investing in Russell 2000 growth stocks via the IWO, for instance, it's not really working for me, and it hasn't been working for months and months. Now you can look to see if there's a breakout and a shift in sentiment or a shift in investor appetite for Russell 2000 growth relative to value. But at the moment, it's still stuck in a downtrend, right? So maybe this is something that you're spotting this back in the day here. You're not really looking to necessarily, focus on as much, right? And maybe this is something you want to rotate out of and into potential other areas. Now, you typically see the growth versus value ratio move accordingly with the S&P 500 in terms of direction, right? And, when we're in this bear market over here, before we hit our bear market lows, you can see where you've got a downtrend here in growth versus value. We've got a downtrend here in growth versus value. And here we were moving sideways and actually moving up a little bit, right? Moving up a little bit throughout this period, just kind of showing that, hey, as we were dipping through this correction here, a lot of people were going into growth, and we're seeing a lot of growth versus value. But this is just one way to really look at the market. As I mentioned at the beginning, a lot of people consider them growth investors. A lot of people consider themselves value investors. And this is just a good way to measure the performance, the relative performance of growth versus value in small caps and S&P 500 stocks, and be able to spot potential opportunities, right? If we start seeing this breakout here, we could actually see and be looking at trade opportunities in some S&P 500 growth stocks, right? Same thing here with the Russell 2000. Here we're seeing a lot of sideways movement here because the market rally that we've been seeing has broadened out a lot. We've been seeing a significant rally in staples and utilities and some of the more defensive and value areas of the market, while some of the growth names have been consolidating a little bit or even pulling back over the past month or two. So, I really like this one. This one's super simple, nice and basic, and it does a great job of doing exactly what you're looking for, right? Trying to measure growth versus value performance in the small caps and the large caps. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, You'll really enjoy the rest of the different chart layouts that we've got. I've got dozens and dozens, maybe even hundreds, who knows. But I've been using these chart layouts for a very long time, and I've decided to make them accessible to all of my viewers and Discord members. So if there's a link in the description if you guys want to purchase any of the chart packages. If you've already purchased one, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.